Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of G News Plus. I'm Don Valiant, and this is the news from Gyeonggi Province this week. The schedule of the Gyeonggi Ansan Air Show, the biggest air show in East Asia, was finally set. Beginning from May 3rd, this six-day international event will feature aerobatic performances, exhibitions of aircraft and aviation components, experiential programs, and cultural performances. This air show has also been known locally as the Gyeonggi International Air Show, but from this year its name will change to the Gyeonggi Ansan Air Show at the request of Ansan City, the host city of this event, although its official international name remains the same. This year's air show will be geared for the promotion of aviation sports and light aviation, and its contents will feature more elements in these fields. In addition to the world-class aerobatic performances, there will be a wide variety of programs in which spectators can participate.
원래는 이제 항공 산업의 육성을 위해서 시작된 행사인데 최근에는 이제 소득이 증가하고 생활의 질을 중시를 하면서 이제 그 항공 레저 스포츠, 그러니까 초경량 경량 비행기에 대한 관심이 증가하고 있는데 올해 항공전은 이러한 부분에 대해서 포커스를 맞추고 있습니다.
This air show attracted nearly 440,000 local and international visitors last year, and more than half of the visitors participated in at least one experiential program, proving that it was the biggest air show of its kind in Asia. There is a growing interest in the development and promotion of aviation sports and leisure aviation in Korea as income levels and the quality of life improve. The Gyeonggi Ansan Air Show in May will play an important role in upgrading the standard of the leisure aviation industry in Korea. The Gyeonggi Province Agricultural Research and Extension Services disclosed new breeds of roses that they developed and were applauded for their excellence. These colorful two-tone pink roses, named Philip, not only have all the beauty elements of roses, but are also easy to handle because they have no thorns. All of these rose breeds were developed by the Gyeonggi Province Agricultural Research and Extension Services and are favored by many domestic and international horticultural traders.
2년 동안 재배를 했는데 국산 장미 중에 지금 내가 제일 나은 것 같아요. 키라든지 또 이거 꽃 색깔이라든지 또 겨울에는 약간 붉은색으로 비치고 여름에는 또 약간 보라색을 비치니까 시장성도 좋고.
It is estimated that Korea has been paying 3.8 billion Korean won annually in rose royalties to overseas royalty holders, which is a huge burden for domestic floricultural farmers. The Gyeonggi Province Agricultural Research and Extension Services has developed 36 rose breeds and supplied 1.3 million plants to domestic rose farmers, reducing their rose royalty costs by as much as 1.2 billion Korean won.
이 필립 장미는 경기도 농업기술에서 육성한 장미로서 많은 면적이 재배되고 있고 수출이 많이 되고 있는 품종이 되겠습니다. 색깔도 좋고 겨울에 꽃이 잘 피기 때문에 많은 수출을 할 예정이며 전국적으로 제 재배 면적을 많이 보급할 예정입니다.
The development of new local rose breeds by the Gyeonggi Province Agricultural Research and Extension Services will continue so as to replace costly imported roses and for introduction to international markets. Gyeonggi Province announced that it will expand library services so as to provide those who are in difficult circumstances, such as hospital patients and soldiers, with better access to library services. This rehabilitation hospital is more than 10 kilometers away from the nearest public library. For the patients in this hospital, visiting a library is out of the question not only because of their limited mobility, but also because the library is so distant.
항상 저는 다 구입을 해서 왔어요. 그리고 이제 시내에 있을 때는 이제 도서관에 가서 보긴 했는데 도서관에 가서 보는 거는 이제 아무래도 지금은 중지가 된.
However, thanks to the Happy Book Sharing Program of Gyeonggi Province, patients at this hospital can now borrow books from the in-house library. This program was launched through the Happy Library Foundation.
대다수의 환자분들이 장기 입원 생활을 하고 계십니다. 이런 환자분들이 여가 생활 중 책을 읽고 싶어 하시는 분들이 많이 계셨는데 다들 몸이 불편하셔서 공공도서관 이용이나 직접 책을 사러 나가기 많이 불편해 하셨습니다.
As part of the expansion of the book sharing program services, Gyeonggi Province plans to establish 16 additional small libraries for people in isolated regions, multicultural families, and soldiers. Soldiers can use libraries in their camps, while members of multicultural families will be able to borrow books written in their native languages.
태어나면서부터 우리 아이들이 책을 접하고 또 고립됨이 없이 우리 도민들이 어디서든지 다 책과 접해서 도서를 통해서 인생을 바꿀 수 있는 그런 다양한 시책들을 지금 전개하고 있습니다.
The Happy Book Sharing Program is not an ongoing project, but is instead part of the continuous provincial government policy to expand library services to isolated regions and social segments. There have been considerable declines in meat prices in Korea, but consumers are still paying the same prices because the differences are being absorbed through complex distribution transactions, leaving retail prices unchanged. Gyeonggi Province began promoting direct transaction markets so as to eliminate the multiple margin structure and return the price decreases benefits to consumers. While the increasing prices of food products know no bounds, the shopping baskets of consumers are becoming lighter every day. Although the annual inflation rate remained below 4% in January, according to the government, the actual retail prices of agricultural products increased much more than that, and consumers are still feeling the same level of economic pressure that they did during the recession. Gyeonggi Province began promoting the opening of direct transaction markets for agricultural products so as to simplify the distribution structure by eliminating the mid-transaction phases. Public places and common spaces in densely populated areas will be used to open direct transaction markets at least once a week. Direct transaction markets will also be opened as part of local fairs, festivals, and public events. These markets will be designed to satisfy the requirements of local households while minimizing negative effects on local merchants. Active promotional activities will also be featured at the Gyeonggi Cyber Mall. Direct transaction markets will benefit both consumers and farmers because products will be cheaper for consumers but sold at higher than the usual selling prices of farmers. Gyeonggi Province recently conducted safety inspections of agricultural and livestock products at large supermarkets, and the results showed that products are generally safe. The food safety management system of Gyeonggi Province was proven to be effective with recent safety inspections of food products in large supermarkets revealing highly positive results. Out of 270 food product types sold at 123 large supermarkets in Gyeonggi Province, only 0.3% were found to be less than safe for consumption. A total of 7,700 food items were collected from sales floors and tested for safety, and only 23 were found to be incompliant in residual agricultural chemical contents and country of origin labeling.
납품 농가들이 부적합품을 납품하게 되는 경우 3개월 이상의 납품 금지 등 페널티를 강하게 받고 있기 때문에 농가들의 인식이 많이 개선된 걸로 그렇게 생각이 됩니다.
Inspection officials visited the sales premises and instructed supermarkets to immediately dispose of incompliant products, with supermarkets cooperatively complying. More than 21,000 food hygiene inspection tests were carried out by the Gyeonggi Health and Environment Research Center and the Gyeonggi Veterinarian Service last year alone. This year, Gyeonggi Province plans to conduct safety tests on at least 8,500 agricultural and livestock products to ensure the safety of food on the tables of Gyeonggi households. The representative welfare system of Gyeonggi Province, Muhandolbom, was registered for patenting. Registration of the name Muhandolbom and its brand identity with the Korean Intellectual Property Office marks the official recognition of its credibility. The name of the welfare system of Gyeonggi Province, Muhandolbom, and its official mark featuring two hearts linked together in the shape of a Mobius strip were registered at the Korean Intellectual Property Office. With this registration, Muhandolbom has now acquired official recognition, and it will have the effect of image boosting with heightened credibility.
이런 대표 복지 브랜드화 인증을 받음으로써 어떤 대외적인 홍보라든지 그다음에 어떤 대외적인 민간과 어떤 주민들의 어떤 참여나 이런 부분을 좀 더 높일 수 있는 계기가 됐고요.
Muhandolbom is a one-stop support system for families who are unable to qualify for or gain access to welfare benefits. Since its introduction 3 years ago, Muhandolbom has provided a total of 57.4 billion Korean won in support to more than 50,000 families. In addition, private resources were also utilized in various forms, such as hospital fee discounts, education fee discounts, and free legal counseling, which equates to 3.2 billion Korean won worth of services. Gyeonggi Province plans to increase the number of Muhandolbom officials from the present 358 to 720 so as to improve the quality of its services as a social safety net. Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of G News Plus. We look forward to seeing you again next week.